A really bad first half for the Indiana Fever there. A really bad first half. Where Chloe Bibby did not play. Damiris Dantas, get ready to learn shot clock, buddy. Timpson struggled a bit, but again, Dantas, get ready to learn shot clock, buddy. With Chloe Bibby now being relegated to shot clock duty in a weird one. But one of the main stories for that half was there was a third bright green object that was thrown on the court. There was a third bright green object that was thrown on the court. And for the first time, one of these bright green objects hit a player. For the first time, it hit a player. And you're never going to guess who the player was. Of course, the player who gets hit by the bright green object is Sophie Cunningham. Of course, it is Sophie Cunningham. Of all the players to get hit by the object, it's Sophie Cunningham. Of course it was going to be Sophie Cunningham. Who else was going to be the player hit? Who else going to be the first player hit by it? I actually, like, it's actually getting crazy now. It's getting crazy. Toxic fans only Indiana. Man, they threw it towards 4 Indiana Fever players. Like, this is the situation it happened in. I kid you not. There were no Sparks players there. There were no Sparks players at all. And they just threw it at her. They just threw it towards 5 Fever players. Someone tried to hit. I think it didn't. No one tried to hit Sophie Cunningham. They just tried to hit the Fever players with it. Like, are we just becoming immune to this? Like, they just threw. A fan just threw an object towards the Fever players, and it happened to hit Sophie Cunningham. Like, lads, this is where it hit. There are 4 Fever players. Somebody just threw an object at the Fever players. Like, why is this okay? They just threw an object at the Fever players. Like, why is it like, why is this not a bigger deal? Like, someone literally just threw an object towards the Fever player at the Fever players. Like, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. It was, in fact, a green object. It was a green object. I'm sorry, like, for player safety, they need to do something about this. Like, if this happened the opposite way, if this happened in Indiana towards another group of players, there would be something to be done. Like, if this happened in Indiana towards any other team, there would be an investigation. And players were called unsafe. Like, you just know it. You just know if this happened in Indiana, this wouldn't be the way we're talking about this. The way we're talking about this would be, should players play in Indiana? Is this something that, the team that they should be allowing? Should the WNBA make Indiana Fever play games on Zoom? Should the Fever play games on Zoom? Like, that is something that you just know it would, don't you? Like, that absolutely is something we would hear. Minnesota down a half. Yeah, Fee's not playing. Like, they are conversations that would be had. People would be talking about, like, about not playing games anymore in Indiana. They would be. Like, and by the way, like, it's something that, of all the anti-Indiana Fever game bridge shit, that's probably the most justified if a player got hit, if players were getting hit by objects, if fans were throwing objects towards, like, towards a team. They just threw an object at the Fever players. Like, what are we, why are we just being like, oh, this is nothing? Like, it's, because it's Sophie Cunningham, it won't be anything. Because it hits Sophie Cunningham, no one's going to care. I mean that, like, because it's Sophie Cunningham, nobody is going to care. If it wasn't Sophie Cunningham, this would be a bigger deal. It would be. If you guys want to say, oh, you're wrong, it's a big deal anyway. Like, if it wasn't Sophie Cunningham, like, they're going to laugh about this. They're going to just laugh about this. And you just know that if it was any other player in the league, this would be treated with probably the severity that it should be if a player got hit. Sophie was laughing about it. Of course she was laughing about it. It's not going to hurt. Doesn't mean something wasn't thrown at a player. Like, something was thrown at a player. Like, it was the green object. It was the green object that is now happening. The fans should be arrested. You know, like, legitimately, yeah. Yeah. If you threw something towards a group of people on the street, and you hit somebody, you will be arrested. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, the player got hit. The player got hit. So this changes everything when it comes to the severity of what happened. If the player gets hit, it goes into a different category of severity. And it's like, it's just a not good situation for the WNBA if this keeps happening. And this is the first time it actually has hit a player. So not good.